0.
That would be amazing for me. I don't know
So,
if that's possible. I don't know if it's possible.
Right now, I've gone from 157 last week, last week, down to, I'm at 112. And I'll probably in a week, this is my goal, within a week, I'll get down to only 80 in the box.
So here's what I've learned about myself, right? You know, I have some form of ADHD or ADD, right? And in that, you know, you learn how to, you create chaos. So you learn how to manage chaos, right? And you can even be good at it, at managing chaos. But that doesn't mean that it's the best way of getting things done. Right. That doesn't mean without the chaos, you couldn't do so much more, right? And the clean desk is an indication is one of the things they say you know, if you start clearing your environment out. Like I'm used to having, you know, I would have things piled up around my ears if it was not socially unacceptable. But again, that doesn't mean that that's the best environment for me to be in, the most productive environment, the best way of doing things for me. Just because I've learned this skill set over time to manage chaos in a kind of you know, decent way, doesn't mean the chaos is the way to go. Right. Yeah. I think we all fall into that to some extent. All right, excellent. Let's get this party going. I think I'm gonna have to manually do this. What's happening? Save the date, the January mixer. We haven't determined the location yet, but I can tell you it's going to be on January 25th at 5 p.m. Is that correct, Ethan? Is that a fair assessment? To be determined. It's the mystery location, right? It is, right? Hi, Christina. Welcome, Kelsey. Call it Kelsey June. Everybody, she's here. Say hi to Kelsey. There's a couple people in here. What's that? Also, drama. So you know, Ethan wanted, for those of you who don't know,
I am a drama queen.
You just figured that out? I just saw that. Let's see.
My partner got an amazing opportunity after work in San Francisco, something that we couldn't pass up. So
A life-changing opportunity, which I'm so happy for both of you.
Yeah.
Oh, God. No.
Bravo, Lorna.
She's gonna order from Amazon now.
Yes, she's gonna go shopping.
Oh my God. Yes, I am.
She needs retail therapy.
Super grateful, Joey. Thank you so much for allowing me to be of service here and giving me the opportunity. And thank you guys. I think I've changed as a result of working here. You guys have changed me, and I've built some amazing relationships with you guys. I'm so grateful. So grateful. So I'm gonna miss you guys. It's bittersweet.
Absolutely. And we, you know, this is, instead of you pouring into us, it's our opportunity to pour into you, and how you have changed the standard for everyone who comes after you. You've created a bar that is the new standard, and your participation and it was just a perfect connection between human beings and purpose and skills and caring. You know, we adore you. We love you. You know, you have made an impact in such a short amount of time, and we are so grateful to have had you for, you know, way too short of time. But I wouldn't trade it for the world, right? Absolutely. And so if anybody else wants to jump in there,
I want to jump in. Ethan, I'm ready to, I am going to cry. Ethan, you are such a special human being. Of course, I don't wish anything but the absolute best for you. I hope this is a wonderful change. You are so appreciated so loved, and whoever gets to be in your orbit in San Francisco are just some lucky MFs. I'm not going to curse. You are just wonderful. I'm going to miss you so much.
Agreed. And so with that, there's also Ethan has, I'll let you do the honors.
Yeah, so as I was coming in, Samantha was making her way out. And now as I'm making my way out, Samantha is making her way back in. So she'll be taking over as Director of Agent Services, and she'll also be raising the bar.
Yeah.
And bringing that, that all her experience, how many years of experience?
17.
17 years of experience in sales and mentorship to the office. So you guys are in really great hands.
Organizational skills. I mean, saying that this is a soft landing is an underestimation on that. I don't want to take away a single neutron of Ethan's magic. But Samantha is also, we are so lucky to have people like this in our orbit, in our community. She is, she not only, there's the basic framework of the position, and then there's the special power on top of that. And Ethan brought his special power on top of the order, right? That needed to be filled. And Samantha's special power is equally impressive and compelling, and it's different than Ethan's, but it's going to be a great asset to all of your production also. Rishi's going to, take it to the next level. We're very, very excited to be in business with her also, and it makes it a little more bearable.
Yes. Yay, Samantha. Yay. Thank God.
Was there a slide? She has her own slide. That's it. Yeah. I love the little cloud version. Samantha, you want to say a word or two? Don't talk about yourself.
I'm really excited to be back here. This is a family and an energy like no other office I've seen. I've been part of probably about 8 different color wings offices over my 17 or 18 years, and this office just has a family feel and a culture that's unlike the other one. The other ones aren't bad. Everyone's looking for something different. So I'm thrilled to be back, hoping to be a resource for everyone. Hoping to learn as much as I can from Ethan over these next 2 weeks, and just happy to be here and support you.
We are so excited to have you. All right. Okay. Let's move on to family reunion, the 25th to 29th in February. I think there's still tickets. Oh, that's a back view. I think there's still tickets. I'm gonna sit down. Nobody needs that. I'll get it in a second. I just got it in the corner of my eye. There's still tickets available. 25th through 29th. Let us know if you're interested. Or you don't have to let us know. You can just go on and register. I'll be there. A bunch of agents will be there from the office. We'd be happy to have you. There's for living dinner and a bunch of events and information about what about the market and about the technology and about what successful agents are doing to succeed. Yeah, thanks.
Back it up a little.
Back it up. Go wide lens. Okay. All right. And the keynote speakers, Gary, of course, and both Mel Robbins and Tony Robbins, two absolutely top shelf personal growth educators, business consultants, unparalleled. Both of them are amazing, really. Top 4 reasons I only see. This is a whole thing. There's 2, there's 3. Explore the latest command updates, which I was saying. And Vegas, baby. That could be a problem, but register now. Upcoming classes, the morning show. Guys, I can only speak from my personal experience. You know, like this morning, I feeling a little gamey, trying to, you know, I'm only a human being and I need to be inspired just like all of you on the daily. And I was, you know, the last few days feeling a little, you know, less than enthusiastic is the way I would put it. So, I got on the morning call this morning to get recharged. But you know, my bad, because the morning show is like meditation, right? Meditation, you know, they say, you know, you meditate in the morning just to get to your baseline, and then another 10 minutes in the afternoon will give you that extra, you know, the build on. It's like the morning show. Yeah, the morning show did what it had to do for me this morning. But if I believe that if I got on the morning show more often, that I you know, I'd be in front of the lackluster. I'd be energized, right? I'd be energized, and I wouldn't be at a deficit, right? So it's a great way to energize and to engage and to you know, to meet your peers, right?
And it's always so much fun when you're on, Joey. We love it.
Oh, please.
For real.
All right. Christy this week has capture more leads. I guess I will stand, but I'll try to stand away from that. Capture more leads, keep every lead and follow up, strengthen relationships, qualify potential buyers and sellers, and win with buyers. These are all parts of your job. Learn how to do them better and you'll get more business, is the oversimplification of all of it. If you need, this is not just for new agents, it's for every agent at every level. Get in there, and if you need to reconnect with some of the standards and or ways of doing business that you may have you know, lost over the years, it's a great way to do it. Christy is a really compelling teacher. Scott Leroy, nurture your database. DocuSign 101, Command Overview, what's new with Command, and Smart Plan Overview, all this week. Mentee meeting right after this at 12:30, and Samantha's going to be in there with me again. Yay, yay. Broker Caravan every Tuesday. You know, if you guys didn't do it for me, you guys did a better job of showing up for Samantha. So let's whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. I don't have any ego around it. I don't take it personally, but would love for and all of you to join us on Caravan every Tuesday, 11 o'clock. We do start from the office. We do send out the map hopefully the night before. I'm not, now that Samantha's back, she'll be better at that. But yeah, and you could drive your own car, but we also, I think there's something to be learned in that shared experience from talking about different properties and such in the car, right? Yeah, right, Brian? It's kind of fun. Doesn't suck.
And I think it's great too, because we get to show off the listings that primarily, you know, first from our office,
Sure.
and like how everybody does their listing, because everybody's got a little bit of different style.
Yeah. No, and you know, I think it's annoying that I just know too many people out there that it's like they made fun of me. But it's good. It's good for them to meet those people. You know, you're leveraging my relationships with those people, right? And so they're like, oh, these are new agents. Let me give them. A lot of them give like a little extra combo to it as a learning piece, right? Keller Williams International is doing MREA book club, Millionaire Real Estate Agent Book Club. 6 weeks, review the core models of the MREA. And, you know, one of the best experiences I had, we did, I think during COVID, was we went through the MREA together, right? Chapter by chapter. And it was really constructive process. It really, that collective conversation had my understanding just went a little deeper. So I think book club's a great way to learn, especially for me, the MREA, since it's not, there's lots of anecdotes in it, or yeah, but it's basically textbooky kind of approach to it, right? It is to me. So you know, if it was a story, I can digest it a little bit more, but in the textbook, it was really difficult, but in the group setting is really where it took. I will try, yeah. You got it? Oh, that thing. It's so difficult, right? All right. Boom. 135. So God, I hate that photo. The 135 is a tool that I think is very, very important in your business planning process, right? Once you set your goals and you know how many properties you need to sell to reach your goals, then it's about what am I going to do tomorrow to advance my goals, right? Advance towards my goals. The 135 is a very simple simple worksheet that helps you develop your one main business objective, which is your monetary goal, and broken down into how many units at what price, and then three goals in achieving that one business objective. Your sphere has to be one of them. It could be your community, and then it's how do I get more people into my sphere? Am I door knocking? Am I networking? Am I using it, buying leads? What am I doing? There's a million things you could do. And then the last is under each of those goals, 5 strategies for achieving them, right? So we're going to lay that out, and then you wake up tomorrow, you put it in your calendar, and here you know what to do tomorrow. I remember the first few years in real estate, I always use this metaphor is like I felt like Sisyphus, right? He was punished by the gods of like pushing this giant boulder up the hill every day, and at the end of the day, it would roll back down, and every day it'd start from the bottom up. That's what I felt like in my real estate business. I'd wake up, I'd go to the office and be like, how do I get business today, right? Instead of having a plan, a proactive plan. That's what this is. So that's all of that information. Oh, it's the 18th. It's Thursday at 2:30 to 4. It'll tomorrow. Yep. I'm there for it. And then after that, we'll do the business planning workshop where we'll just, it'll be a kind of answer the questions and loose ends and that kind of thing we'll do afterwards. But I thought it would be better to do this first. The lovely people over at Larchmont Escrow are going to be teaching a FRIPTA 1099 and trust class on Wednesday the 24th, which is next Wednesday. Is that correct? Yeah. 1:30 to 2:30. David and Jonathan. Also, CRESQ1 Q1 Risk Management Seminar on Zoom only, January 19th, 2024. Who's going to be running that? Somebody from CRES? Yeah. Perfect. For those of you who don't know, CRES is the type of insurance that we use for risk management, or we call it E&O. We use it for risk management and E&O. And there are lots of different ways to, they offer, this type of insurance offers lots of bells and whistles for your clients on the client side, but they also offer a lot of protections for you on the agent side. So to understand all of those, I would encourage all of you to attend this risk management seminar. Great. Oh, me again. Yeah. So, like I said, the 25th, that's next Thursday. I'm going to be doing a business planning workshop. So what that means, I'm not teaching the business planning workshop, okay? That's not what this is. This is a workshop environment. You bring your business plan and we hone it, right? We answer questions, we go deeper, all of that stuff. We just want to make your business plan, I want your business plan to be all buckled up so you can move forward and actually execute on it, right? That's what this is about. Ethan?
All right. Our tech tip today is pretty short. I just wanted to make you guys aware of a returning feature that they brought back. If you haven't upgraded your website to the new agent site experience, highly recommend doing that. You're just going to log into command, and then in the consumer applet on the bottom left, click in there and then upgrade my site. Then you'll be able to manage your site. And now, one of the features that you lost in the new agent experience or the new website experience was landing pages.
Not working.
Oh.
Manually forwarding that.
Got it.
You just hit the forward. Oh.
Okay. Oh, I see why.
My website.
Oh wait, let me fix it. It's this thing. It's not in there. This whole time.
See, even perfection has its.
Oh, stop.
limitations.
Okay.
It's-
Okay. Cool. There we go. So they brought back the landing page feature, which is amazing. So now you can create your custom landing pages. They're beautiful. You can add videos to them. So if you want to create a landing page for a new listing you have, you can use that link. It says, so a landing page is a standalone web page. It's not connected to your agent site, right? So you have a new listing, you can create a page for it. You can customize the URL for that landing page. So it can be like the address of the listing. You can have the property description, you can have photos, you can have videos, a bunch of cool
Does
stuff.
it have search capability? Can you create it for your client? Because, yeah, so you
Absolutely.
can create like a
Yeah.
Netflix type, landing page for your client,
Yes.
where they go on, they can search, stuff is, the AI pushes stuff to them. If you like this, you might like this kind of thing, right? No?
Not sure what you're asking right now. You want to help me better understand?
Well, in the previous manifestation of landing pages, you basically set it up for a client, like a client to
Yeah.
search on. It's their personal page to go onto. And as they use it, the AI gleans information about their likes and dislikes and say, hey, if you like Christina, you might like Tim, right? That kind of thing. But with properties.
Okay, so you would create this for like one property. It would be a landing page to help market your property,
Oh, okay.
right? And
It's
it's,
a property,
It's
it's
a
a property
property
website.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
search words.
Yeah.
Not a search.
So you can create those now. You can also add your mortgage calculator to your website now. And they have a new template for I work with KW. You can still add your custom blogs if you want to upload video content there. You can do that now. And you can build out your own custom pages. So just a few more features that they've upgraded and added back into the agent site experience. And if you need help with that, reach out to me and I can send you some instructions.
Yes. Thank you.
There you go.
All right. Let's see what we have. Andy, how are you
Hi.
doing today? Well, that's not your slide. That's Mary's slide, but we'll get back to Mary since I called you. How you doing, Mary? Mary, Andy. Hey, talk less.
I'm good. I'm good. Just a quick heads up, everybody be on the lookout in your emails for the Barry Habib recorded video link. Even if you saw it, I strongly suggest watching it again. I also sent out some screenshots of some slides in his presentation that I thought were pretty valuable, that will certainly help you relay the forecast of what's ahead for 2024 to your potential sellers and also potential buyers. So that's kind of it. It's pretty quiet on the economic front. Just got our eyes peeled.
Andy, have you seen any uptick in buyer prep?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I did a buyer seminar with Tiffany Chin and Miss Rachel and Beatrice over the weekend. Lots of interest. I would strongly suggest that everybody or somebody take a page out of Tiffany's playbook on that seminar that we do about every 6 months or so. Definitely an uptick, lots of interest. There's also lots of circumstances that are putting pressure on people to either sell or refinance. Lots of divorce scenarios coming up. I would say I'm doing it as well, an annual sort of review and check-in with all past clients, people who have bought, people who were pre-approved that maybe didn't buy, et cetera. So good time just for a check-in, because you don't know what people are going through at the moment.
Yep, life events happen even in bad markets, right?
Yep.
And you know, a weird phenomenon in LA, and I'll just speak from my friend group, is that when the economy starts to turn around, the economics of getting divorced are very challenging. And so when the economy is down, people are less apt to get divorced. And when the economy comes up and cash starts to flow a little bit more, then they like, all right, I think I see a path forward of, like, you know, it's weird, and it might be just LA, but I've seen it. I literally have had friends say to me, I can't afford to get divorced, right?
Yeah.
You know, so.
Well, and I'll tell you too. So I have I use a tool called HomeBot, and I know I've brought it up before, and there's a few of you that were paired on. It sends out monthly home evaluation emails. There's additional tools in HomeBot, but it's a great way to stay in front of people. I mean, there's other things that I do, like, you know, my information and faces on everybody's mortgage statements and so forth. But for HomeBot, old clients, I mean, I've had half a dozen clients that I've worked with in the last 10 years reach out, and I've done multiple transactions, and sure enough, they're getting divorced, and that HomeBot email piques their interest, and they go, oh, okay, what are my options? I better call Andy. So stay out there, stay in front of people.
Having a loose understanding of the value of your property in that situation is something that is really important, right? It's you know, so yes, being a part of that support system and connection to information is just one way to stay connected. Slap a couple emails and a couple calls and a couple texts on top of that, and you're in somebody's life.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Stock up on happy divorce cards.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Or, you know, wine of the month club. Mary Kay, are you here today?
I'm here today. Hello,
How are
everyone.
you doing today, Mary?
I'm very sad for Ethan that he's leaving. I don't know where he's going.
You should be sad for me and happy for Ethan. Ethan has a great opportunity in front of
I'm
him.
sad for all of us and happy for him. I don't know what the opportunity is going to, because I didn't hear that. But he's such an amazing human. What an amazing person. He's always made me feel like $1,000,000. He's like, I don't see too many of those people. So thank you for him.
Sure.
Because of you, we met him. So I him and I wish him good luck. I can tell that you guys had a great time at your party, at your holiday.
Yes.
I was there for a little bit. I wanted to leave early so you guys can have your fun, just so, because I didn't want to be there as business, and I'm here, inspections. I wanted you guys to have the full-blown love that, you know, Vertigo was prepared for you. I noticed, you know, how, by the way, the food, it was smelled so good, even though I felt like I always smell this food, but it was like, oh my God, that day. And I was excited because I knew that you were going to have a great time. And thank you for choosing Vertigo event venue. And
Mary, and thank you for your generosity and support always. And Michael, just for his, you know, his creativity and his commitment to, you know, excellent, you know, experiences, right? We really are super fans.
thank you, Joy. He loves you. I love all of you. I feel like this is my home. Keller Williams Larchmont gives me a smile when I'm going to do a Zoom meeting, by the way. You know how many offices I go to, and you make it so much fun, Joey and Lorna, and Andy, Mary, it rhymes, so it's okay, Andy, if she calls you Mary sometimes and calls me Andy sometimes, I'm okay. I love you guys. You know what I do, advanced group property inspections, 7 days a week. We had to let go our front desk taking too many times off. She was like in the middle of the day, she would just write me a message. I need to leave, I need to do something personal. Oh, it wasn't really working. And I don't know if the phone, she was doing that good. We were listening to her, phone conversations. It wasn't sort of us, with this family owned and this love that we pour. We didn't feel it. So we let her go. And she made few mistakes too. So it's gonna be me and Alex for right now until Mike finds somebody. And if you know of anyone who's looking for a job to help Michael at Vertigo and me, that's what he wants to hire, let us know. But yeah, it's gonna be me again, and I love it. I love picking up the phones. It's not the big deal. 7 days a week, day and night. Of course, until we find someone. But thank you for everything. Thank you for your inspections.
Keep an eye out for you, Mary.
And I love you all. And very soon, like I said to the Frank's meeting, let me know when you would like me to bring lunch so we can have fun and
Look
enjoy.
forward to it.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. I'll reach out to.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you so much. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you all. Love you. Let's make it a healthy, joyful year. Bye-bye.
Please and thank you. All right, Haley, are you on today? Oh, first time. Okay. She might. Duncan.
Yep, I'm here.
Oh, there
I'm in
you
the
go.
car, but I'm here. And I missed the first part too. Ethan, where's Ethan going? Or he didn't announce that.
Moving to San Francisco.
Oh, wow.
Partner moving to San Francisco.
Well, good luck on that. Congrats. That's awesome. So I don't have much new this week. All I wanted to say was that I am putting together like a price comparison sheet, even though we're very comparable to all the other companies. There are a few nuances and differences, and I want to have that so that if you ever are, having a client price shop or giving them a couple different options, you have in front of you, or the client has in front of you, the different offerings that we have and the different nuances and some of the items that we have that other companies don't have. So I will get that together and out to everybody when I get it. And then, as always, if anyone needs anything, needs a quote, feel free to go ahead and send me the listing, and I'll put together a quote for you. And also don't forget about sellers coverage. If you're going out there on those listing appointments, feel free to contact me on how to utilize sellers coverage to potentially get the listing and set yourself apart from some of the other agents out there. So it is a great tool that people forget about. It's a very nominal cost for what a home warranty is. So I highly recommend using that as to get them hooked.
Yeah, yes about Duncan, yes about escrow, yes about you. It always, when I started real estate, I never thought to, price shop for clients, right? Situations come up and, with a client who is very, very, in financial straits of some sort. And so you ask your trusted service providers, if they could do the best they can. This is a special situation, but I never I would, instead of price shopping for discounts for my clients, I was looking for the best experience. Who are the best service providers? I want my clients to have the best service, and understanding that there's a cost. There's a huge chasm between good and great, right? And so I would say I'm always looking for the greatest service providers for my clients, for them to have the best experience, more than I am interested in them saving 10% on a particular service, where everything is pretty close. So if it's escrow, if it's home warranty, really get in the mindset of quality shopping instead of.
Yeah, and Joey, I would add to that to say, with home warranty, if any of your clients are, it's a little bit different than escrow, title, or insurance, even where, there might be some wiggle room or such in terms of price. home warranty is always set in stone because it's set by the Department of Insurance and it's set annually. And that's with every home warranty company. So, you know, if your clients are asking for some kind of discount on home warranty, you know, that's not going to happen. But again, as Joey said, it's about the service. And, you know, we could always do certain things to sweeten the deal. You know, as you guys know, I help out with service trade call fees when I can. I have the ability to throw money at claims if it's warranted. So those kind of things that you will get with using us versus, you know, a company that you don't have that relationship with someone internally that can help with those things. Because as I've said before, if you call the 800 number to any of these companies or your client does, good luck, right? So that's really where I could step in and make the difference for your client, and, you know, would love your help in selling that to your clients as well, because they'll really feel that difference if there's a claim down the road and it needs to be taken care of. So, yeah.
Perfect. Thanks, Duncan.
Of course.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, agents, January. Oh, or is this a catch up? Let's see. Michaela Yarmerl has a birthday today. I think Lance is coming up really soon, as well as Julian Benarouche, also Robert Rabb and Scott McNeely all have birthdays tomorrow. And then later on this week, we got Rachel and Naomi, Samantha Allen. You. That's
We
little,
know. We
so you have the same birthday. Ted Kim, Mark Zecca, Morgan Phillips, and there's somebody else down there that I cannot see. I just always have a problem with this thing. Try pulling the bar somewhere else. James Yee is the last one on that list. All right, let's we can't put that anywhere else. Okay. All right. And we have some close escrows this week. Pete and Tiffany and Serge and Lena, Antron, Byron, and Adam Pergamon all had closings this week. Congratulations, you guys. Excellent job. And hey, moving forward, some payday in the future by our Barentine Group, Shia Lowenstein and Dae Young Her all have new escrows. In fact, I think Shia closed his already, right, Brian?
I believe it's either today or
Okay. And some closed leases, Matthew Lavi, Kevin Perla, Dragana, also Dae Young Her, all closed some leases, right? Business is being had. Some new listings. Let's see how that's going. Antron has a new listing on Broadway. Nice little mezzanine second floor, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 1,210 square feet for $914,000. Got all the classic trappings of a New York loft, right? You got even with a brick wall, right? Mezzanine, brick wall, spiral staircase. It's got Ian has a property, 1 bedroom, 1 bath for much less, but also much less square footage, 735 square feet for $505,000. Also, John Barentine at the Barentine Group has a 5 bedroom, 6 bath, 3,825 square foot property on Sycamore, 1,200 block of South Sycamore, for $3,195,000. Big. Laura Anderson on Stearns has a 4 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,905 square feet for $1.250. Also Heidi Davis, I saw this yesterday, it was beautiful, 3 bedroom, 3 bath, 2,188 square feet for $2,695,000 right around the corner. Charlotte, I missed her. Charlotte on Woodbridge, it's a condo, it's a 2 bedroom, 3 bath, 1,590 square feet for $885,000 in Toluca Lake. All right, we got some leases coming up. Joseph Lee on Hawthorne has a 3 bedroom, 3 bath, 1,420 square feet for $4,100 per month. And then Income Properties Chuck and John have 1455 South Genesee. It's 2 units, a 1-bedroom. One is 3-bedroom, 2.5 baths. One is 3-bedroom, 2 baths. I don't see a price on that, but 4,380 square feet between those 2 units, and a 7,130 square foot lot. We'll get the price on that. All right, pocket listings coming soon. Anybody want to share?
Yeah, I've got a place. This was for lease, so last year it was in the Palisades. It's on Swarthmore, which is right near the Palisades Village there. It's 6 bedrooms. A couple of these bedrooms could be used like as an office or a gym. 6 bedrooms, 4 baths. Great house. He just had a ton of work done on it.
Yeah.
Because he got a tenant in there, and then the tenant found that there was some water issues, so the tenant moved out, and he had the whole thing redone, had mold remediation, new carpeting, painted, you know, not a new kitchen, but a remodeled kitchen. It's in great shape, and like I said, it's a great location. It's going to be maybe 4 million 8. He wants to keep it under that 5 million number. Yeah, exactly.
You know, and it's a really good house. Yeah, I like the house itself. And I like the backyard. It's kind of terraces down, and there's like a very kind of intimate hot tub situation.
Yep.
Seating area. It's a lovely house.
Yeah, and the location is killer.
Desirable, walking or
Right into the village there on
close
Sunset.
proximity to the village.
And
Palisades.
and the schools.
And the schools.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all that stuff. It's really great.
Yeah. Agreed.
And he got rid of that wacky mural he had in
Not so much, but it is, you know, particular taste.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, coming soon.
Excellent,
And
excellent.
anytime.
Yeah, get in front of
See it,
that.
yeah.
Sell it, please.
We have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo coming up here in the Larchmont Village area on Rossmore. It's about 27 square feet. It's really beautiful. It's very spacious in that it's the building, if I remember correctly. So that one will be coming up for $880,000, probably in March.
How many
And
square feet?
17.
17 for 80.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
What's the HOA like?
500 something.
It's not bad.
500, 600 something. On Rossmore, 531 North Rossmore.
The Mallorca, is that the name of the building?
And then we have a single family home over in Faircrest Heights. That's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath in the main house, and a 1-bedroom, 1-bath guest house that was done without permits, but you have that space if you want to use it as an office. And that one will be coming up in, I think in February, like the 3rd week of February for 1.2.
You get in Faircrest Heights, that place. What is the, how many square feet? About that, sorry.
1,400 in the main house.
Anyone else? Pocket listings coming soon. Anybody online? Anybody? Okay, excellent. All right. And then last but not least is wants and needs. I think we already filled Ethan's bucket, but
I have
Come on.
buckets to fill.
buckets to
Well,
fill.
a huge thank you to Andy, Rachel, and Beatrice for pulling off another home buyer workshop. This one felt really good in that our attendees seemed ready to go, like within this quarter. So I felt like everyone did a really good job. Andy's always a huge asset to have as part of your team, especially since she's been through a couple of real estate cycles and can help you compare what the market is like right now to prior.
And a Swedish fee.
Yeah.
It's about something,
Feel
right?
good about
Yep.
market update. Yeah. So,
Just to understand the mechanics of it, yes, there's the presentation, but getting people to show up is, human beings are cagey, right? And getting 13 people in the room Yeah, well, yeah, from my recollection, you had 25 who RSVP'd and 13 showed up, right? That's pretty good, actually, usually it's more like 25%.
And how many did you invite? How many did you send out?
That's
send a notice?
my point. Yeah.
So we send it out to all of our e-newsletter list, which is about 4,000, just under 4,000.
Just once or several times?
Several times.
Several times.
It's
Okay,
marketed
so you
on
have
social media.
several touches there.
Yeah, it's marketed on
Social media.
many times over the course of at least 3 weeks,
Right.
typically.
And then post event.
We also
On
got someone from,
Eventbrite.
it goes on Eventbrite too. We got someone that came from Eventbrite.
Yeah,
Hmm.
like one person, I think all the other people who didn't show up were all Eventbrite.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you never really know with Eventbrite who will actually show up, but that's where the event lives, for people to
And then,
register and whatnot.
so I'm trying to, build a point of,
And,
How many
we
touches?
have to personally reach out
Sure.
to anyone who we've been working with over the course of.
and how about post event? You have a couple posts there.
Yeah.
Send out an email afterwards.
Yeah, we send out an email the Monday afterwards with, we missed you emails for anyone who didn't attend or couldn't attend. And then also thank you for attending emails with, a recap of everything.
One event, 13 people show up, but look at all the touches around that one event. Thousands and thousands of impressions of eyes looking on her team for like a split second over and over again, here, everywhere. All of that adds up into brand building and awareness and the value of putting this effort in, which is a lot of effort.
And I think
I mean,
it
let me
helps.
also just say too, leverage past clients. We had some clients that we closed just a couple months ago on their first house, and it was a whirlwind transaction. They attended the buyer seminar that we did. When was that, you guys? Was that in September?
Oh, they came to the January one.
That was
Okay.
their first.
They came to, yeah.
And then they came to the second one in September, and then we closed.
Yeah, they've attended maybe like 2 or 3 times actually, and so they were also inviting their friends, which really helped.
I was gonna say, that's one of the things that I really focus on. All of the buyers that closed in the last year, I go after their friends. So I reached out to every single one of our clients and I was calling them and saying, hey, who do you guys know? And these particular buyers sent 3 people and they all came.
And they were plugging it on social media as well. I mean, just singing our praises and really, really proud of themselves for graduating, if you will, from these seminars and stuff that we've put on. It's really sweet, and it goes a long way, right? When it's coming from somebody else and somebody's giving a very valid, real review. It was awesome.
I agree. I'm sorry, I went deep on that, but I think you have to understand the real value of putting on that event while you do it.
And I encourage that if you do it once or twice and you don't have a great attendance, just keep doing it. Like, we've been doing this twice a year for 13 years now. And that's why people have seen it consistently, and our attendee list has grown because of that.
And I would argue if one person shows up, it's worth it, because you have all, the impression of the event itself is affecting 13 people, but the invites and the social media and the information that you're putting out there in your universe is 1,000 times multiplier of it. Right?
And even if no one shows up, still do it and record it, because then you're already prepared for it. You've already invited Andy to help you, so you might as well put it on, record it, and use that recording to share with people too, and leverage it. We use it as leverage for all of our buyer consultations, so we don't have to go through the same information all the time.
Yeah, we give them a link and say, watch this.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thanks for that. Once needs fill the bucket. Anybody else? Come on. Don't be bashful. What do you need? Anybody online need anything? Nothing? What do you eyeball me for? I feel your eyeball.
Keep it moving, Joe.
It's going. If
The
no
eyes
one,
always. Keep it moving.
if no one has any up, oh no, we have, is this, where are you? Come on. Veronica, I'm sorry. Get up and get down.
Hi, Happy New Year. I've been here before. I've met quite a
it
few of
going?
you guys, but for those of you who don't know me, my name is Veronica. I work for a company called Great Builds. And what Great Builds is essentially we are a matchmaking service between your clients who want to do renovations on their home and our group of fully vetted, reliable, licensed general contractors. So say someone calls you and they're like, hey, we want to add another bathroom and upgrade our bedroom or whatever. You don't have a contractor, or even if you do, and you're just not comfortable recommending your one person because of the liability that might come with that, reach out to me, call our general line, go to our website. We will connect them with at least 3 contractors that match their budget, their timeline, the neighborhood they're in. We're in Los Angeles County, Orange County, Ventura County. We have about 50 plus general contractor groups that we've spent a lot of time fully vetting, looking at their financials, reading their reviews. Even if they're in our network and we get a bad review from one of our clients, then they get kicked out of our network. So we really stand behind everybody that we recommend. And our concierge will sit with your clients and go over the line item bid from the contractor if they don't understand what they're paying for or what certain things mean. And if they choose one of our contractors, that same concierge will stay in touch with the client and the contractor throughout the whole process. So you're not getting calls from your clients like, I hate this contractor that you recommended, or things are taking too long, or they're going over budget. You have someone who kind of lessens that. And it's totally free service for you to recommend to your clients. So it's really helpful. The only way we get paid is the contractor. If they get chosen for the job, they then pay us a referral fee. So, no money changes hands for you to recommend it to your clients. Obviously, your clients would pay if they decide to go ahead with the remodel, but that's it. And, we're just kind of here to be a resource for you. Think of us as like a white glove Angie's List kind of thing. So you can either, like I said, you can call me directly. I left cards and flyers. I brought in some food. There's some bagel sandwiches back there. I left flyers, I left cards. Call me directly, go to the website, call the general line, which I don't know the number offhand, honestly, because that's not how my brain works. Everything's in my phone, but it's on the flyers. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me.
Having this as a tool in your toolkit is an amazing opportunity because, like I get asked probably once a month, do you have a contractor that you recommend, especially like a GC, and it's like, I've worked with a few and I don't feel comfortable.
Some are great, some are not great at all, yeah.
It's just like, and so this kind of gives you the opportunity to be of service to your client and have someone else kind of do the heavy lifting of vetting and recommending and upholding a certain standard.
Absolutely. And you don't want to lose a client over
I have to somehow
recommending.
get your,
Hey, Joey.
into my phone as a number one resource because I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
I did, last time you were here, I thought it was. Tracy, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I wanted to just give Veronica a shout out. I called her for a client of mine, and granted, I don't think the client used her. I don't know what happened with it, but I have to say they are so good with their follow-up. And I was really impressed with them checking back with me constantly about, what's going on. So I just wanted to say that, they're really easy to connect with and they're, really diligent. So hopefully I'll use you in the future, but I just wanted to make that known. Definitely reach out to her.
Thank you, Tracy.
Yeah, I would say everyone who has a phone right now, just put in Veronica's information. I'll leave it up on here. Just put her contact in there and just have it. This is a tool in your toolkit. You're gonna get, if you are doing your job and connecting with people and trying to be of service to them before they have the opportunity to buy or sell real estate, this is one of the most common ways that you can be of service. People are always looking for a good, you do, it's not just GCs, you do a electricians, plumbers.
Mostly
stuff like
GCs, we don't have a lot of subcontractors. We will do smaller jobs, like if somebody needs a full exterior repaint or interior
Sure,
repaint.
sure.
But we don't have a lot of like plumbers, electricians, things like
Got
that.
it.
The
Right.
general contractors do in their networks, but what we work with are just the GCs
Yeah.
and the bigger
Yeah,
jobs.
but GCs is,
Yep.
is the biggest issue,
Yeah.
right? One of the bigger issues.
Anybody have questions at all, or? Great, thanks
It's
again
great
for
service.
having
Thank
me.
you.
Yeah, I
Thank
really
you so much.
appreciate it.
Okay.
See you tomorrow.
I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared for your slide.
Oh, no. Perfect. Thanks so much.
It's